Good evening everyone. In today's video, we're discussing a heartbreaking piece of news from down under. In Australia, a Geelong doctor has been found guilty of sexual assault charges and was sentenced to 14 years and 6 months in prison. This shocking story involves several victims and a 2-year-long investigation. Let's start with a little bit of background on the case. Dr. Shafiul Milky was found guilty of 15 charges involving 6 women, occurring between 2012 and 2019. The charges he faced included rape, indecent assault and sexual assault. In one case, a woman went to him with abdominal pain shortly after giving birth and was told she needed a pap smear. Dr. Milky proceeded to rape her in the exam room, saying that's nice as he did so. Unfortunately, this story does not end there. This pattern continued for many of his patients, with some instances of him unclothing their bras and inappropriately touching and kissing these women. In 2018, another woman had booked a cervical check with him, only to be raped by him yet again. Compounding the tragedy is that 6 years earlier, a patient had already made a formal complaint to his employers and the National Health Regulator. However, the complaint was dismissed without any investigation. In the meantime, other victims had encountered the same horrible experiences at the hands of this doctor. Naturally, victims of such experiences can feel powerless, ashamed and unable to speak up. This is particularly true since Dr. Milky was a doctor, a figure of authority and trust, who was assaulting them under the pretense of performing medically appropriate procedures. This illustrates the prevalence of sexual assault, and encourages us to remain vigilant and speak up if we ever have such an experience. Finally, Judge Felicity Hampel sentenced Dr. Milky to 14 years and 6 months in prison, with 11 years being the minimum sentence in prison. Furthermore, he is expected to be deported to New Zealand after serving his sentence. If you or someone you know experiences sexual assault, then we encourage you to reach out for help. In the US, the domestic violence hotline is 1-800-799-SAFE, 7233. In the UK, call the National Domestic Abuse Helpline on 0808-2000-247, or visit the Men's Advice Line or Women's Aid. In Australia, the National Family Violence Counselling Service is on 1-800-737-732. Other international helplines may be found via www.befrienders.org. That's it for today's video. We hope you found it enlightening and thanks for watching.